Hello everyone and welcome back to COS, and tonight we are around Silverstone and we have EU3 running it back. Um, Tonight we have 14 drivers lining up to set it on pole, possibly. Silverstone is quite an easy circuit, it's one that everyone has driven before. I would assume that everyone has put in a bit of practice. Uh, yeah, and we got Dan. He's on time.
Is that how it is now? Wow. Well, to be fair, we're a few minutes late starting, so I think I'm about normal.
Ah, yeah, true.
Yeah, we should have a good race. I think tonight. I think obviously with only being 14 drivers, we should have had 16, but two reserves have dropped out late on. So an opportunity for a lot of points for some people.
Yeah, definitely.
EU3, of course, they've got a lot to live up to. Last night in EU4 was a cracker by all accounts. It certainly felt like one driving in it. But I'm told that it was a good one to watch as well. So let's see if we can. Fingers crossed, we'll get the same tonight.
Yeah, we got Rapanda starting his lap. Our EU1 commentator going for a lap around Silverstone now. Um, he does look quite decent in the first sector. He does hit the perfect angle on the apex. Track does look a bit bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it can often look a bit greasy while it's overcast. I mean, Red Panda had some pace last night.
Oh, he's EU4.
Yeah, we'll see how it matches up tonight with the three drivers. So the two reserves in for tonight, we've got Red Panda, as we already said. The other one is Ibiza in the Alpine.
As always, he's always racing Ibiza. He loves racing.
He does.
And he does quite well in EU3 as well.
He does. The one thing, if he could improve his driving, it would be to sort his ERS management out, because he has no concept of saving that battery, but the guy's got pace.
Yeah, that's as I said last time out. It's all about experience in that regard. I think that was with Kevin. I said that.
Yeah.
Who was on to fight for a podium, but lost out. I think. Did he lose out?
I think he lost. I think he got third in the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he was on for the win at one point, and penalty I think stopped him getting at least second. So first few times coming through now. We've got Alex on provisional pole at the moment with the 126.7.
Yeah.
I've got no benchmarks from last night. Panda 27.0. So the two AlphaTauris out front. I've got no benchmarks from last night, so we had a wet qualifying.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't watching last night. I was sleeping quite early on.
It was full wet qualifying with just about quicker on inters at the end. So we're nowhere near being anything like representative of what it could be. See, I've got a challenge for you now, and I say a challenge. I've got a question. Do you know, as a non-British person, do you know the names of all the corners around this track?
No, I don't. I know some of them. The most known corners I know.
So the
first few corners I don't know, but the further we get around the lap, I know most of them.
Back to the old circuit.
Yeah.
To be fair, the first corner's still Abbey, as it always used to be. It used to go under the bridge. Are you old enough to remember that?
I'm 20, so I don't know. I haven't watched Formula 1 for that long, to be fair. I just started in 2020. So I only started racing in 2020 as well.
In the good old days, turn 1 used to be a left-hander, and it was a chicane. And then you drop down, go under a bridge, and then back up and come out almost at right angles to the end of the Wellington Straight. So where I think it's Tiskey is just about to go through. Yeah, so where Tiskey is, you'd come out and then that would be sort of a 180-degree double apex corner instead of the left-hander it is now.
Oh yeah, it is quite an old circuit also, so it makes sense. It's had quite a few different layouts.
It's although to be fair, the vast majority it's only had maybe 3 or 4 layouts, and I think it's been going since the 50s.
Yeah, such a great circuit as well.
Yeah, it's one of the best out there, and I'm biased obviously being British, but it's got a bit of everything.
Yeah, high speed, medium corners, low corners. It got it all for every car, and it's just about the setup in the end.
So it's up there with the greats, sort of with the Spas and the Monzas, the Monacos and things like that.
Suzuka and stuff.
Yeah. Which is why we've got, like, you can always tell the good tracks because they're the ones that have all got corner names.
Yeah, really, and it's the corners you remember, as Charlie puts in a decent time. He got a bit of help from Craigie. A bit of slipstream for the two Astons.
Yeah, Crypto currently on provisional pole with a 26.3.
That's a decent lap by Crypto.
Yep. Tichy, I think, has been doing his usual thing of practicing on his practicing in qualifying,
as he always does.
Yeah, no battery usage there at all for his 29.9. I think Dan is doing the same as well. Championship leader, currently 11th on the road.
Yeah, he's so far ahead in the championship, almost 100 points ahead.
Yeah, he in fact, can he wrap it up tonight?
I haven't done the calculations.
I'll do the maths. Bear with. We are professional, honest, everybody. We would normally do maths ahead of time. So we could just jump straight on it.
I totally forgot that he's so far ahead that he could. I think he can, because we don't have sprints, and it depends where the people behind him finish.
So he's 82 points clear of Tichy and 83 points clear of Tiskey. And Charlie, actually, both of them equal on 63 points. So
how many races do we have left?
I think, 4? Including this one, it's 4.
Yeah.
But I shall double check.
Because if it is, he can wrap it up tonight if the people behind him in the championship have a really poor weekend.
Oh, including tonight, it's 5.
Oh, then he shouldn't be able to. If I'm.
I think if he wins and both Tichy and Tiskey fail to score, that would put him 108 points clear with 104 to get. So it's possible, albeit unlikely.
Yeah, it's really. Dan has been in his own element.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he got it early on, really. Once the sort of the natural order was established, we lost drivers like Pookie, who was his main challenger, and then Charlie had a couple of bad results. Same for STLR, and then those guys sort of fell away a little bit. The Hasses of Tichy and Two-Spell have had their own misfortunes as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all fallen into place for him, really. Mercedes are currently 49 points clear in the Constructors' Championship from Aston Martin. That's 198 points to 149.
Oh, that's a fight looking at as well.
Yeah, that's one that will continue. Of course, we've got potentially, what is it? 44 points available each week for each constructor with 2 cars in the fastest lap. So one bad result for Mercedes and a 1-2 for Aston Martin, then that fight's right back.
Yeah.
Right back in the offing for us.
Yeah, I think I saw like 3 drivers very close in the drivers 63, 64 points, something like that.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
really,
The
really
battle,
close.
the battle for second is Tichy on 64. Then you've got Tisky and Charlie 63. Two Spell on 61, and then arguably you've got Craggy and STLR on 54 and 51 that are in that fight still.
Yeah, it's really
Two Spell
close.
missing tonight, of course, so he's going to drop away with that, depending on what the results are for some of the others.
Yeah, and while we've been talking, Nisula has gone into P1.
Nice.
So,
yeah,
as he usually does. He's really fast on one lap, but he's been somewhat unlucky with a bit of disqualifications in quality and a bit of accidents here and there. And we have no Ferraris racing, I've noticed.
No, we should have had a reserve in a Ferrari. In fact, we may still get one. I've just seen a message pop up in the chat that means we might still have one. Let me see if I can find it. No, we won't.
Going around the final corners, he's actually quite a decent up. He's just on that 10th up on his lap, going into the last sector, and he will improve by quite a bit margin. He found a lot of time in the last corner, and he went on the grass on the way into the small chicane after Stove. So a bit more time in it, I think.
Yeah. There's the Ferrari. Andre is in.
Andre, good old Andre.
He was in the lobby before the lobby started. He had to drop out as we got into the session, but hopefully all should be well.
Yeah, hopefully.
This is where it all goes to pot, and then Ricky shouts at me. It's fine. Me and Ricky love each other, really. So top three at the moment then, Tisky and Nisula, both Alfa Romeos looking really quick so far. And Crypto in third for Red Bull. Kevin as well, second race in course, looking quick. He's in fourth, and then Charlie leading the way of the...
Isn't it Kevin's third race? He did Monaco as well, as a reserve, and then he got a full-time seat, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, well remembered.
He did the debut on the hardest track of the calendar, and he did really well as well.
Yeah, he did. So he's been getting better and better. Obviously in Brazil he was challenging for the win.
Yeah, bit of inexperience got to him in the end. But we learn as we go racing. It is a lower tier, so you expect people to improve over time. As Pipe 6 puts it, P11. They're really fast, everyone here, but it's about if people practice and if people even really get a lap together and a bit of misfortune and stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time it's the consistency as well. I mean, we've got drivers, like you say, that are fast, like Nisula, but the consistency he's had over the season is probably not where he wants it to be, as well as the bad luck that he's had.
Yeah.
And that's going to cost him a chance at going for the title, which I know he was hoping he'd be in for. And I was expecting him to be in that fight.
Yeah.
Not to be, unfortunately.
No.
Right. Championship leader coming into the pits. That'll be a splash and dash. Top it up with fuel. Fresh set of tyres on and he'll go. Tichy is in as well.
STLR going on his last run, I think. That will be as he misses the apex a bit, but it is most important to get the exit out of there, so I think he might be able to salvage that. And he is 3/10 up on his lap, so it is salvageable, as it is a purple sector on the screen. So he does look quite decent with his line through Village, I think it is. Brooklyn and Village, if I remember correctly.
Village is, I think, turn 5, so it's onto that back straight.
Yeah.
And then Brooklands is at the far end. Yeah, it's Brooklands and then Luffield back onto the old south and straight to Cops.
That is true. He unfortunately did take a bit too much curb in maggots and buckets. Quite easy to do around here. but I did see Crypto is preparing his tires with a bit of brake and throttle.
Yeah, got some very high temperatures with that.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can make it pay off. So I'm going to ride on board with him actually, see how he goes.
Yeah, I think we will on the stream as well. It is. He's got quite a beautiful helmet as well, I noticed.
Oh, we need to be careful with that. Careful with that phrase.
A bit of black and red. Matches the car well.
So into the new section then, through farm, through the loop.
Ooh.
Kick of oversteer as he heads. Oh, that's going to compromise that line. Yeah, he's backed out of it.
He's backed out. You can't go for 2 runs on one set of tire here. That's a good thing about it. And I just noticed Ivica's put a P3.
Yeah, he has. With a 26.3.
And Andre has put in his lap, but that will be the last lap of his, I assume. Unfortunately. But it was 1 lap for Andre, so
yeah,
he's done alright.
Yeah.
And Bozo is off the track.
So we've got Dan Robbo coming around to start what will be essentially a one-shot qualifying for him.
Yeah, and Titcher started his lap as well. He's going into cups now. It is flat in qualifying, and he has gone wide and not invalidated. That's impressive.
Yeah, if you get the line right and you ease off the throttle just enough, you can get away with it. This year, it's one of those things. It's frowned upon, but it's not officially been ruled out.
Yeah, but he did lose a ton of time on it, so it didn't really improve his lap as much as it did destroy it.
Right.
So last 3
down then a
corners now.
second up through sector 1.
Yeah, that's 3/10 more than Tichy. So Tichy up into P9. That's his last lap. Done. And who have we got behind him? Alex.
Got an Alfa
P2.
Romeo off at Chapel.
And Kevin's on provisional pole.
It's 26.0. No one yet able to break into the 25s.
25 is a really good benchmark for the rest of the weekend for everyone else.
Down now 2 seconds up on his previous time through the first 2 sectors. Currently on target for a 26.5. If he follows the same pattern through the final sector, he'll break into the 25s. But never mind, Tiski's already gone and done it. 25.6 for Tiski. What can Dan do? 26.1 goes third.
And Nisula has
a second in the final sector.
And so is Spothead. Is Crypto up on his lap? No, he's backed out.
Yeah, he wasn't quite there. He's coming into the pit lane.
Oh, that's his only lap as well. That's on the board. He's messed up every lap after.
Yeah, and that time at one point was it had him third, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And it's so close. And Ivica is just about ahead of him as well. So it'll be a bit
2000s in it between Ivica and Crypto.
Yeah, it's really close. But Tiski is right ahead. But again, Tiski has been really good in qualifying this season.
Yeah, he has. And again, it's another one who's been unlucky in races. Maybe a little bit impatient as well with some of his overtakes. And it's put him in positions to where incidents happen rather than necessarily causing them. But he's out in front this time, so if he can hold that pace, shouldn't have a problem. 1:25.692 the time for Tiski, with Kevin nearly 4/10 behind, 26.0. Second place man, Dan Robbo in third after a one-shot qualifying for him, with Alex sneaking up to fourth in the Alpha Tauri. The second Alfa Romeo of Nisula is P5, Spod in the second Mercedes P6, Ivica P7, Crypto in the Red Bull, having had to bail on his final 2 attempts, is 8th. Charlie P9 and Red Panda round out the top 10. Outside of the 10, you've got Tichy, STLR, Andre, Pitek, Craggy and Bozo making up the 16 drivers. on tonight's grid.
Yeah, really close. I just noticed Kevin has left the session. I don't know if you can send him an invite.
I'll do my best.
So, if we're lucky, we'll get him in before the start. We do have formation lab, so he might be saved with that.
Maybe.
I had this exact same problem in Imola last week for myself when I got disconnected. Every time I went on a lap.
Yeah. Let me see if we can get him in. Hopefully we can get him back in before the formation lap starts, and then he should be okay.
Yeah. Hopefully no lobby restarts. As we had in
crossed.
Tier 1. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah, we had it in... Kevin's back in. We had it in EU4 as well at Brazil. Had a lobby restart.
Oh yeah. It's really annoying.
So, whilst we're waiting for Kevin to jump back in and all the guys to select their strategies and so forth, let's talk about strategies ourselves then. The skies look clear, so fingers crossed it'll be a dry race throughout.
Yeah.
What are we thinking in terms of tyre selection? Kevin's not back in the car, unless he's just taken control of it.
No, that is his AI warming up the tyres. And he's on hard tyres.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, the hards are quite decent to start on every track. If everyone else is on mediums, they will have the grip the first few laps, and then you will be quite decently faster for the rest of the stint. And you can pit the exact same time as everyone else around this track, as the mediums are really durable as well. But we do have Andre on the softs outside the top 10, so he might spice up the start.
We had a couple of guys last night give it a go on the softs, both in the first and the final stint, and it worked out for them quite well actually. I think it's just a case of how well you hold onto the tyre. But with us having a wet qualifying, of course, we had 3 sets of fresh tyres each, so...
Oh yeah, that's true.
It would have been a bit easier. If Andre will have a spare set or 2 as well, because he only did 1 run in qualifying. So he might be able to do the same thing. I would suspect the majority of the drivers on the medium tyres who are starting anyway are going to go to the hard tyre at around lap 12-ish. Maybe between 12 and 14. The guys on the hard tyres have got the freedom to choose what they want to do. Although if we get an early safety car, they are rather up the creek without the proverbial paddle.
Ah, yeah, that's the thing about starting on the hard tyres as well. But the thing is, the softs, I think they last about around 5 laps with really good pace, and then they really drop off. They decline quite quickly, and that is speaking with fresh softs as well. But they do work quite well. I think they do. In the last stint, you can do 11 laps on them without them really going off. As Butthead has disqualified himself on the restart, as well with Alex and Panda. So the AlphaTauris are doing
AlphaTauri things. I'm going to ride on board with Andre, see how he does on these softs.
Yeah, 5 laps, 5 lights on for the drivers, and away we go. Tiske does look to get a bit of wheel spin, and Kevin as well. Is he driving yet? I don't know. I had to go.
I don't think he is.
And that's an incident behind. I don't know what that was.
Pipe tech on the inside there got tagged, and I don't know if it was with Kevin or not.
Yeah. Tisk is in the lead. He's quite clear as well. And Dan Robbo is ahead of Alex, as they were fighting. With, I think, Spudhead. No, who is fighting behind? Is that Panda and Ivica? Yes, it is. And Ivica Sinda is on the hard tires, and he might get himself ahead. Again. Yes, he is ahead.
Yeah.
Craig is up to P8 already. He's getting past Nasula now.
So Nisula's had a poor start, down 4 places. The man who's lost the most. We're not counting Kevin, of course. He
Yeah.
never managed to retake control of the car, unfortunately. Andre had a shocking start. He had very, very poor reaction time. So not able to make use of the soft tyre as of yet.
Yeah, and Cracky is fighting to get ahead of the AlphaTauri of Panda, who is reserve. And Nisuda absolutely sends it up the inside, and he does get ahead, but pushes Cracky wide, and he is now going to be on the inside with an Alpine on the outside. That is Ivica. He's struggling a lot with the car, Ivica.
Ooh, he's just
Absolutely
taking a lot
running
of
wide.
curve as well. Ooh.
Yeah, that isn't what you want to do. Those
No.
sorts of script will spit you out. Definitely. Kevin
He's
is
going to
in
have
the
to
lobby
be...
again, and he's gotten 10 seconds. I think those will be removed.
Well, he'll have to serve them at his pit stop, so I don't think he will.
Do you serve 10-second
Unless...
pit penalties? I don't
I
think you
think
do.
so, yeah. Well, I hope he doesn't, because then, yeah, he can probably get that removed. But if he has to serve it, it's going to be a very, very long evening for if it's it.
Yeah.
He'll be hoping for a safety car now, just to make sure.
Yeah, that is what you want. And Cracky is putting on the pressure on Panda, and Panda is losing the RS to SLR in front of him, who is on the hard tires. SLR is doing really well for himself. Again tonight, he did really well in Brazil, but I think he spun, unfortunately.
He did, yeah. It's Young Tsao, wasn't it? Going up the hill.
Yeah,
With 2 or
that's
3 to
really
go.
annoying. He did really well. I kind of
Jumping,
jinxed him there.
yeah, jumping back towards the leaders. Then we've got Alex putting down under pressure. The leading hard tyre runner. He's going to go for a move here into
Last few corners. And the inside is really king. If you can push
stick.
the driver behind, or not the driver behind, the driver beside you a bit wide.
I think Dan's got a problem. I think.
You think?
Mm,
He does look to
yeah.
have a bit of a problem. He's slowing down. He's not usually this
No,
slow.
he's just dropping away. I don't know if he's got. I don't think there's any damage there. There's nothing I can see.
No.
But
It might
unless
be
Alex has
minor damage.
suddenly got it's a massive, massive pace.
Yeah, and the houses are switching places. Tiji getting
They're
in
trying to
front.
work together to catch back up to Crypto, but
Yeah, Tiji got ahead with Bozo having a big moment. Sounds a bit weird saying Bozo to a driver. But yeah, STLI is putting on pressure on Charlie as well.
Kevin is back in control of his car, although he's all over a minute down.
Yeah, he's been really unlucky tonight. He will hope
And
for a
he's having to
safety
head in.
car. And he's in
Heading
the
into
pits.
This is his second stop. He's going to go a lap down.
Oh, Kevin, you're one unlucky fella. And Dan has let his teammate through. So Splatter will try and catch up to Alex in front. And Tiska has kept the what's it called? The gap. My brain is a bit slow right now.
He has, yeah, but Alex, look at that. He's starting to close that gap up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wonder, maybe the hard tyre is the better one to be on at this point. If the mediums are overheating.
Yeah, but that's a setup issue, isn't it? If you completely put in a quality setup, the tires will behave as if you were doing quality laps after.
True.
But Dan usually is a man of race pace, and he's struggling a bit. And
as we see them swap again.
yeah,
it's not the best place to swap though, is it? Really, into cops.
no, he's lost out quite a bit, and Estila has gotten ahead of Charlie. I've just noticed. So the hards do look quite fast.
Yeah, the hards were the better tyre to start on yesterday. The mediums are your best race tyre, but the hards were the better one to be on early. I think just because you can push on them more.
Yeah, you can lean on the
maybe-
tires, and Craggy getting ahead
Yeah.
of his teammate. I gotta give it to Panda. He's usually falling quite far behind, but he's doing really well for himself tonight.
He had some good pace yesterday. He kept me honest for. I think we had a 7 or 8 lap battle between us. It was like we spent most of our time alongside each other. Charlie's the first man with the penalties, and at the front, Alex is in DRS range of our leader.
Yeah, it's like giving up position to Craggy. So maybe the mediums are so fast if you keep the tires under check. It's all about managing tires, and Heck is really keeping Tisco on it here. But Tisco will be able to pit earlier. Oh, and a big moment for Tisco as well. And that's
Yeah, he's had a snap there.
yellow flag. Is that Ivica? Yeah, that's Ivica going slow.
No damage for him. I think it's just a snap of oversteer.
Yeah, hopefully is.
Battle for the lead then through Maggots Beckett's into Chapel now onto the hanger straight.
And Tisca's got the gap.
Understeer for Alex. Yeah, Alex had a lot of understeer coming through Chapel. He had to get out of the throttle, compromised his exit into Stowe. Gap's down to just under 4/10.
Yeah. He's keeping an on it. Oh, and Dan gets a penalty. It's something we never see.
That's big. Well, he's got to try and push it tonight. He's losing time. Although he's so far ahead, he doesn't really need to worry about it.
Yeah, but you still want to win. That's the thing.
Oh,
and Crypto in the pits. Does he have damage, maybe?
I'll have a look.
Yeah, it does look like he is getting a front change. Yeah, he does have damage.
The front wing. I wonder if that was the tango with Evita, maybe.
Yeah, it could be, you know.
So he's onto the hard side. They will go to the end for him. So
Yeah.
keep an eye on him. There may be quite a large undercut coming. He'll have a lot of defending to do later on in the race. Craggy's got himself ahead of Spud.
Oh, they're still going side by side. And he is... It looks like he's ahead, and he is now. Craggy has fought well up the grid really, really quickly.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pace tonight. We may see a change of leader now if Alex can get a good exit. Yeah, and this time it's Tiski who doesn't hit his apex. Through Chapel.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an easy change for the lead. Alex takes it.
And Craggy is gonna get himself ahead of Dan. Going into Stowe. And he is ahead on the exit as well.
I don't know about you, I think tonight is turning into a damage limitation race for the two Mercedes.
Yeah, it looks like they're struggling with the setup a bit. Because they're both decent drivers, they're just really struggling with the setup, I think. They've never really been the quickest on track, but they always keep clean.
I'll be interested. I'm just going to ride on board with Dan for a bit and just see if I can see what's going on, because it might be. It looked traction related early on. I don't know whether that's a setup thing or if that's. He's burnt the tyres up maybe or something. I'll see if I can spot something, because he's keeping Craggy in his sights, so maybe he's just going to work through a little bit of tyre deck and he's going to come back at him.
Yeah, it might be, but Tiski gets himself ahead of Alex, going to Maggots Beckett's right before Cops. So they might just be working together, those two, to get an even bigger gap, as Craggy is fighting back behind them.
And Alex retakes the lead. Going to see a move, I think, from Nisula. Yeah, goes around the outside of Stowe on STLR.
And he does get ahead.
A quick look there, down into Club, but not able to take advantage. Spud running wide. Club corner.
Yeah, they both look to struggle quite a bit.
Probably going to end up being Nisula's next victim.
Yeah, he might even get him on this straight.
Yeah, he will, through the loop. Oh, I don't know, Nisula got a lot of curb. It's not going to be close enough, I don't think.
No, he's going to stay behind for now and take it on the next straight without losing. Could easily become a incident if we make a minor mistake in the corner. Yeah, but Spot is really struggling now. He's falling away from Dan. And Dan is falling away from Craggy.
Yeah, I think he might have just been in DRS when they hit the detection point. Oh, big snap of oversteer though for Spot.
Yeah, that's gonna be Nisula ahead. Is STLR gonna follow him through? Yes, he is. And that's gonna be 2 hard runners ahead of a medium runner. So the hards do look quite decent now. But he is gonna fight it back into club. But STLR will have the inside for the next corner.
Oh,
but he does hit the curb.
It's that sausage curb. That's going to put Charlie. Oh, Charlie hit the other sausage curb on the exit of club, and that threw him right out onto the gravel. Let's put him under pressure from
5 seconds
from
for Nisula. No, 3 seconds.
Ooh, that could cost him at the end.
Yeah. If there is a safety car at the end of the race, those penalties will be very, very, very deadly.
A lot of medium runners seem to get snaps of oversteer when they put the power down.
Yeah.
That could be, which seems strange because I don't know how anybody else was, but last night front tyres were the ones that seemed to give up first for me, not the rear. Now, don't get me wrong, I prefer a setup that understeers, so I tend to lean on the fronts a bit more, but...
Yeah, it might be set up.
Yeah.
I think most drivers look for a bit of oversteer rather than understeer.
Yeah, I know I'm a weird freak with that.
Yeah, but if one is... Spot does get ahead of STLR on the straight, maybe? No, he's trying to, at least. So he does believe that he has some pace in him. But, that's STLR! He is spun around. And that's such a minor contact, but when you're going at such high speeds, you will easily spin around. And that's STLR out of the points now.
Yeah, he's going to have a fair old job getting himself back up there.
Craggy has now cut up Alex and Tiska. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the medians have gone through a phase in their degradation cycle, and that's what's now allowed Tiski to pull away again from Alex.
Yeah. Dan has started not dropping as much as he was before as well.
Yeah, he's starting to bring it back, isn't he? But he's got some clear air now. So he's able to just sort of focus and get everything back in. Do you know, the more we get through this, the more I'm leaning towards the sort of the tyre phase for the mediums, and they're now coming back in.
Yeah, it did look quite weird because it looked like he just got some really bad traction and then suddenly it just snapped. But he's doing quite well now. So Spot is out of just about in the eyes of Nisula in front. So he's keeping him honest.
Yeah, Craggy there with a snap of oversteer through club. Caught it well.
You don't want that. You want to save the tires around here because fresh, better tires will be very, very key.
Nisula!
Oh no!
He's gone through Abbey.
Yeah, that is easy to lose the rear because if you get the weight transfer wrong, you just send into a spin. Especially here, the inside curbs. I think there's a bit of a bump.
Yeah, there is if you take too much of it. definitely. Because you're trying to take Abbey flat as well, of course, regardless of what tyre and what condition. Once you, I mean, in the wet you brake before you get there, but you still take the corner flat.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you catch too much of that curb, then it's going to kick you out, and you end up in the gravel, as Nisuna's found to his own cost.
Yeah, and Tichy's now catching up to Panda, so Tichy does have a bit of first place.
The only thing with Tichy is he's underfueled again, in classic Tichy fashion, so
yeah,
he'll be desperate for a safety car. Otherwise, he's going to really struggle to make it to the end.
And Craigie is in the pits, so he is trying the
Yes.
undercut. The undercut is really powerful around here, so...
It is, yeah. Yeah, it is. The other driver who's underfueled at the moment is Spot, who's just lost it coming out of club.
And that moves Tichy up on place. So he's doing even better now.
Yeah, Tichy and Spot potentially going to struggle with tyres, or with fuel rather, towards the end of the race. Craggy has put another set of medium tyres on.
That's sweet strategy.
He will have to stop again.
Yeah. He's gonna get the ERS from Kevin as well.
He's obviously easily through there, getting himself back a lap ahead of Kevin's AI car, but I wonder if that's a mistake there. Surely, I mean, the way it's going at the moment, there's not going to be a safety car. I know that's famous last words, and that's going to curse it all with the commentary, but...
Yeah, but everyone is quite spread around besides STLR and Bozo.
We've got Alex has retaken the lead from Tiski, gets a kick of oversteer through the Vale into club. Tiski's going to have a challenge heading towards Abbey. Could end in tears, side by side down the Hamilton Straight.
Yeah.
The Alfa Romeo backs out of it.
And Crypto with a penalty.
Starting to see them stack up now. 6 drivers with penalties.
Easy track to get a penalty at as well. Bit of loss of concentration, you just go wide. Especially in cups. That's where you usually get your track limit.
Cups and Stowe.
Yeah. So easy to get a bit of oversteer in Stowe as well.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with Stowe is we see Tiski retake the lead there from Alex, going down the old start-finish straight towards Cops.
The one they use in GT racing.
Yeah.
Such a great corner.
It's brilliant. But yeah, the problem with Stowe, and we'll see it as we head down the straight now, presumably Alex will retake the lead, and you don't really notice it until someone points it out to you, is that it's actually off camber.
Yeah.
Because you're going over the brow of a hill, so as you come over past the apex, the track starts to fall away. So as you put the power on, you end up drifting further and further wide. Catches a lot of people out.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things you have to notice as a driver, because it's gonna, it's just gonna control the way you're gonna have to handle that corner.
Yeah.
And someone going slow, and that is
one of the Alphas? No, one of the Astons even. Pipe Tech in the pits, it might have been him involved as well. Craigie gets past Bozo.
Yeah, I think it was Bozo with a bit of a spin. He was fighting STLR before.
So this is the point where we should start to see the medium tyres fall away.
Yeah.
And the guys who started on the hards really make an advantage and really take charge of the race.
Yeah, I think both Tiski and Alex will go for soft tyres for the last stint.
Alex, I think, definitely will, depending on how much further he can take them, how much further he wants to take them. Tiski's now gone beyond the halfway point on those mediums, so it's doable for him to go to the softs.
He
But
is pitting.
yeah, I would guess it'll be for the hard tyres to sort of guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'll stick with him, see what he goes for. But this is where Alex really needs to put the hammer down and get some good lap times in.
Yeah, you can easily do 11, 12 laps on the softs, but they will drop off at the end. You'll be about second to 2 seconds slower.
Tiski has gone mediums again.
Why though? Is it because it's getting darker now? Is the rain coming? Maybe?
Maybe. It has certainly got darker. But if that was the case, why would you not just stay out and try and last it out to the rain, or when you can put softs on?
Yeah, I would have gone for softs. It is really cloudy all of the sudden. It started completely sunny.
Is British summertime weather going to come back and cause some problems for these drivers? We'll have to wait and see. We've got no way of telling.
No, we don't have a radar.
Oh, there is rain on the halos.
Oh, and it's so unlucky because Tiski has just pitted. And that's going to be really, really, really good for Panda and such. And Charlie, they've elevated their position a lot. And Tichi now.
Yeah, the guys on the hard tyres are
fuel.
now going to be laughing because they can just keep going until it gets to a point where they either need to stop for a set of softs or stop for inters. The guys who've pitted already, namely Tiski and Craggy, who've gone for medium, they're going to be a lot quicker.
Spot, you just about went above 1 or 2 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's raining
whether or not
quite slowly.
It's whether or not it gets heavy enough to need intermediates. Because for the guys who've gone medium to not have to stop again, the stewards will have to declare the race a wet race, and we'll know that when we see DRS disabled appear on screen. Spod has gone for the inters, so I know exactly what he's doing.
He's trying the undercut. He's hoping it gets wet.
Yeah, he's also going to act as a barometer for Dan and tell him when the inters are going to be the better tyre.
Yeah, that's true as well.
It's not going to be for a while, I don't think.
No.
But it's nice to have either way.
Yeah, Tichi is trying to follow a Panda around here. He's been stuck behind him for a bit. Not been able to overtake him.
He'll be more than happy there. It'll let him save fuel and have DRS to hold his pace. Ivica has retired in the pit lane. It's the first retirement of the evening. We're 16 laps in.
Yeah, Panda's got a pit up to Charlie as well. And is anyone got a pit? No. In this little group, no one's pitting.
Craggy on those fresh mediums, making mincemeat of Nisula.
Yeah, Nisula is struggling now. He's got a ton of battery in the back, and SGLR with a 5-second penalty. That's not what you want.
No, I wonder. This will be quite interesting, I think, as Spot is overtaken by Andre, who's still on slicks. What's STLR going to go for? It's intermediates, and he was on the hard tyre, so that's him going to try and undercut there. I think I still don't think it's quite far enough on with the rain yet to warrant the inter.
No, it's
Spot picking up 3 seconds, going through Abbey, taking too much gap.
You will see the track when it's ready. It's about to get ready. It's almost there. But you can easily see through cups that they have to lift quite a bit to get the front turned in.
Yeah.
But they do look quite decently with grip, even though they are on really old medium tires. Everyone. This hills, right? They are the only ones who are together, and Craig is now caught up.
Dan is in.
Yeah, I think maybe his tires can't go further, and he's not gonna just grab the chance while he's got it.
Yeah, let's see what it is. Is he going to go inters or is it going to be something interesting? He's gone intermediates. He's
And
committing.
Cracky is ahead of Tichy now. That's into Abbey. That's really brave overtake.
Yeah, that's what fresh tyres will get you in terms of grip. Down then, a nice bit of clear air he's come out into. He's only got Kevin's AI car to deal with.
Yeah, Cracky now up the inside of Rapanda. He is gonna get himself ahead, maybe. He's gonna have to go the long way around, and Charlie's gonna block off the inside for Rapanda. And yeah, that's gonna be Cracky ahead. And he's just got his teammate ahead of him now. And he will take him on the straight, I assume.
He should do. I'm just looking at the guys on intermediates and their gap to the leader. As it stands right now, that gap is slowly closing.
Yeah, Craigie ahead now of Charlie.
Yeah, Craigie up to second place, but he's got to stop again. Of course, he needs it to get wetter.
Yeah, everyone is pitting now, so maybe it does feel like the right time to pit. It's been really slow with the rain coming down.
I mean, we're at that point now where I think the inters are equal to the slicks, but I don't think they're quicker yet.
It's just about, and Panda and Tiskin are fighting.
As we see, Dan's come back in.
Is he going on to slicks? No.
I think he will be. Yeah. Set of soft tyres waiting. He's going for slicks.
Yeah, that's if it gets heavier than this, he is gonna be without points, I think. And Spot is in as well.
Yeah, that's both Mercs going on to the softs as well. So that's, I think, the ones I would feel worst for. Probably it's going to be Charlie. Actually, he sort of stuck it out as long as he could, but has now gone for the inter. Be hoping it gets wetter, just so that he can try and make it into a good call. Andre, though, subbed in, joined last minute, up to P6 at the moment in that Ferrari, and he doesn't have to stop either. He can go all the way.
Yeah, he's done really well for himself. He's some worn hard tires in these conditions. It's not easy to keep pace. But he's doing really well to hit every apex and get the traction as well.
Yeah.
Red Panda's in. Is he gonna go on to soft tires? That is kind of really important what choice of tire he goes for.
Yeah, he's gone a very, very long way on a set of mediums. No, that's the only thing. I think he might have compromised himself a little bit, although if he's waiting for the rain, it's understandable. No, he's gone intermediates.
So is he gonna be heavier than this? That's what I want to know.
See, the forecast we've got set is approximate, so I wonder if some of them are getting told, yeah, there's going to be some heavy rain coming, and they're trying to, and some of them are predicting that we're going to get to the end of the race before that appears, and some are thinking, no, we need to be on inters.
Yeah, we might. Has Crypto stopped?
Crypto has. Yes, he has stopped.
Yeah. He's elevated himself quite nicely. He's got 6
seconds. Well, we said when he did, didn't he? He had that wing damage early on. Said keep an eye out for the massive undercut, and he's got himself up to 4th.
Yeah, 6 seconds of penalty though, with Tichy on soft tires behind.
As race leader Alex into the pits. This will be interesting.
Yeah, just getting Cracky fighting now.
Both of them need to stop again though, don't forget. Both have gone medium.
and Alex is on to soft tires.
Yeah, right call I think at the moment.
Yeah, looks like the track is gonna get better for slicks than inters. Because Charlie's struggling on the inters.
Yeah, Kevin's AI car's just coming in now. I'm going to ride on board with it and just see what the AI is going to put its driver up to at the moment. Because normally that's quite indicative.
Yeah.
And the AI's gone slicks, so I think that's...
Yeah.
That's
Andre
quite telling.
is falling down now. I don't know what has gone wrong.
Maybe it is getting close to intermediates.
Yeah.
As we've got a Haas. That's Bozo's lost it out of club.
On
And the track
inters.
does look a lot wetter now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really, really, and it's raining a lot more than it did before.
Could Craggy and Tiski's strategy be paying off with a few to go? Has Alex gone too early?
Yeah, but his tires.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, Craiggie's in.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah, you can see the rain on the track now. It's really getting rainy conditions now.
Bozo drifting his way through Brooklands there.
Alex
Tiski
staying
has
out.
carried on. Well, he has to. He's got to try and make the most of it while it's still dry enough for the slicks.
Yeah, Nisula getting himself ahead of Tichy now.
The thing is, Craggy and Tiski, of course, have to stop again, so they might as well take the risk and go on to a set of inters.
Yeah. Craigie's gonna get ahead though. I think of Crypto on pure pace because he's gonna be very fast on those inters in these conditions.
It's still not officially a wet track yet, though.
No.
So DRS is still active.
Yeah, you can easily see how wet it is getting. Quite slowly, but it is getting there. The inters should be faster now.
Yeah, or at very least matching in terms of the time. Tiski then coming through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. Is he going to stop?
I would stop if I was him. It is quite clearly inters now. You can see it on the track with the bit of water forming on the racing line. That is a great indicator of it being time.
Yep, he's coming in. Right then, so if you're Alex now...
You stay out, I would assume.
Yeah, I think he kind of has to, but you've got 14.5 seconds to Crypto. You're going to get yourself ahead of Tiski while he's in the pits.
And the softs
Question is,
are decent in inters as well.
Yeah. Firstly, never mind, Crypto coming in as well. So, will Tiski have the time to catch up to Alex? Will Craggy have the time to catch up to Alex?
Yeah, it's gonna be very close, isn't it? Craggy has done the undercut. So he's done really well with that strategy call. But it's just about as well. And the two alphas for now. I would assume Nisula is gonna let his teammate past. Because he is on the better tire for this for the race now.
You think so?
Yeah. No, he's gonna
like
stay
it though,
behind.
does it? No.
Yeah, Nisula has gone wide to let him past. So I think it wasn't a mistake. It didn't look like a mistake, but it could easily be. I am on broadcast view for now.
Okay, just keep an eye on the gap to leader then. 16 seconds, 1-6 between Alex and Craggy at the moment. So just to put that in perspective, that is the hanger straight with Stowe tagged on the end of it.
Yeah, so is it gonna be enough? Yeah, it looks like the track is really wet by now, but Alex is still keeping up quite decent grip on the soft tires.
Yeah, it's still officially a dry track as well.
Yeah.
It's he can afford to take it easy. He's got 3 laps to go, 16 seconds. So we're looking at he can afford to lose 5 seconds a lap, and he'd be fine.
Yeah.
He needs to bring it home now, and hope that Craggy and Tiski get into a fight behind him and cost themselves a bit of time. But he's half a second down through the first sector already. The Inter is definitely the faster tyre.
Yeah. I'm impressed it's not classified as a wet race yet. It looks quite clearly wet by now.
Mm.
You can see the rear end of the cars blinking as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's when they put the intermediate tyres on. I don't know if it's the same for all of them, is it?
Yes, it is. Alex is blinking as well. No, yeah, he's just went under in battery, so it wasn't because of that.
Look, Nisula. No, Nisula's lights are on as well, so it is because it's raining.
Yeah, and 1 second, 1.5 for Craigie, I think, on this lap. So that's not enough, not even close.
No.
But Alex does have to take it quite easy on the tires because they will start to drop off as well.
Yeah, and of course the water there will cool them down. They'll lose performance.
Yeah, and cold slicks in wet conditions is not going to be fun.
No. He wants to avoid the curbs as well if he can.
Yeah. Curbs are going to be slippery.
I'm just waiting for Tichy to run out of fuel. Currently running P5. He's doing good. I think that might be it. That might be it. His fuel warning light's gone to red.
Tichy.
Still got some in there. It's sucking fumes, that engine at the moment. He's got over a lap to go.
Us in Haas are never lucky. Oh, he's sliding. Tichy.
Ooh, yeah, slicks as well, so that might be it as Charlie goes through.
Yeah, Alex is still doing really great. You can really see if you go on board with how much he's struggling with the front end of the car. He's gonna go on to the last lap now.
Gap 14 seconds, still not quick enough from Craggy or Tiski. You have to say that some of the drivers have got it spot on, like Alex, for example. Even Craggy and Tiski they've done well going medium, intermediate.
Yeah.
But some of them, it's just not gone the right way. The two Mercedes, for example, they went early for the Inters and it didn't pay off, and now they're on slicks at probably the wrong time. Andre's done well, getting himself up to 7th by staying out there. If he can hold off Red Panda and Dan. But he should get points either way.
Yeah.
There we go, DRS disabled, so it's now officially a wet race.
Yeah, you can tell Andre's really struggling.
2 seconds as well for Craggy in the first sector alone.
Tichy's now out of fuel.
Oh.
So one further than we thought. He's actually done quite well.
Right. Yeah, he has, yeah. He's not going to get points now, but he did okay.
Oh, and Andre has to go onto the grass because he didn't think he would go that slow. Absolutely got swarmed up there.
Yeah.
Crypto
Alex
ahead
is
of Pipe Tech. Pipe Tech's slacking on those outs.
With 3 corners to go now.
Yeah, we have to watch him go across the start line. He's done really well for himself tonight. Perfect strategy, perfect pace.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost spinning out of the last corner, but he does go across the start finish straight to get it. Yeah, he's quite clearly won. And Cracky will be P2.
Tiski coming in third, just behind him.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo will do quite well for themselves tonight. And you can tell that Nisula has struggled. Oh, I've lost connection.
Yeah, Nisula's dropped as well, but he got himself across the line.
Yeah. You're still in the lobby, I guess.
Yeah, I am. Charlie finishes in 5th place. Andres managed to hold off the pack. They pack of cars to take 6th on the road. Dan Robbo finishes in P7. Red Panda P8 with Crypto dropping to 10th on penalties. Pipe Tech out of nowhere takes 9th for 2 points. Tichy crawls through Club in 11th place. The heartache that must be with the race he was running. He was in P6 at the start of that final lap and ran out of fuel. STLR, a torrid race really for him. Wrong tyres at the wrong time. Comes across to finish 12th. Spud picks up 10 seconds at the end, but he's also out of fuel.
Oh, yeah. I've been asked if you can get the results.
Yeah, I will do. Yep, Spud coming around. The final man to finish crosses the line in P13. Kevin, of course, his car was under AI control from early on.
Nisula, you did make it to the finish line. You got your P4, I would assume.
Yes, he did.
I think everyone lost connection. Who is on Steam, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure.
I
think it was only you and Nisula that left. I think.
No, I think Red Panda said, yeah, he.
Did he go as well?
He said that Steam went offline at breaking. I don't know where he finished, Panda. I guess Dan can check.
Panda finished. He finished P8.
P8.
Yep.
So same position you were in, I think. Well, I will invite them and you can interview them because I have to go to the toilet.
Run away.
Go
for it.
I will invite them into the call if they want to do an interview, and you can do the interview with them. Yeah. And I will mute my microphone so you don't pick up noise. So yeah. I think we have Tiske.
Yeah, we have Tiski, Craggy, and Alex. So whilst Hako's getting those invites sent and we're waiting for those guys to join up, I'll do some plugs. So, if you've enjoyed the show, we're very happy you were able to join us. And we hope you did certainly enjoy it. Make sure you hit the follow button if you're watching live on Twitch. If you're watching it back later on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. If you want to stay up to date with everything Contest of Speed, you can head over to our social channels. You'll be able to find links to those in our bio on whichever platform you're watching this on. We hope to see you there. If you've seen tonight's race and you think I could do better than them, be it the drivers on track or even me and Hako in the commentary box, make sure you head across to our Discord server, get yourself signed up, and show us what you've got. We'll see you then. We've had our first driver join us. We have, and it's our race winner. We'll crack straight on then. Alex, how are we, sir?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Same problem again with a push to talk.
So go on, just talk us through the tyre struggle at the end there. When was the right time to go to slicks or to inters, or not in your case? When did you make that call, and how worried were you at the end?
Yeah, really my strategy from the start was to just go hard until the rain, but the rain was never actually heavy enough for inters until the last few laps, so I couldn't really do anything but switch to the softs there. But it was pretty much ice skating all race. 90% on the hards by the time I boxed. That was pretty much undrivable. Surprised I didn't get a puncture there. And then on the softs, until the last few laps it was okay. I was pretty much on the inters pace, not any quicker. But the last few laps were pretty undrivable. But I had enough gap anyway to get to the end. So.
Yeah. So we saw the two guys behind you going for, well, to be honest, quite an unorthodox strategy. They went medium before the rain came.
Yeah, I was surprised about that actually.
Yeah, we were a little bit. I mean, obviously that sort of confirmed for us when they both did it that there was rain coming. But
They said there was rain. The radio said there was rain coming from about lap 10. I think it said rain should be hitting now, but it only actually started hitting about 8 or 9 laps after that, and it was
yeah,
nowhere near hard enough anyway.
no. But yeah, it certainly looks an interesting strategical race from that point of view. But your pace early on in particular was good as well. You managed to keep Tisky honest when you were on the hard tyres. He was on the mediums.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely, it was an interesting one to commentate over. Definitely, just for the tyre aspect, because we had people going for inters, people going for slicks, people went for inters and then came back in again.
I was thinking of going softs earlier and just seeing how they were through the rain, but then the guy started saying it's going to get heavier and heavier, so I tried to go hard to inters, but it still wasn't heavy enough, so
No.
it was a very confusing race.
Well, you've come out on top though, mate. First place. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Cracking job. And we'll see you next week for Kits Vegas next week.
Oh god, I haven't even practiced Vegas once.
I've not driven it once yet. Don't worry. I don't think we'll be the only ones either.
Thanks very much anyway. Cheers.
No worries, mate. Cracking job. So just double check. I think that's everybody. Yeah, Tisky and Craggy not wanting to come and have a chat to us. So we'll round off for the evening then. Thank you all at home very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you do all of the usual community sharing aspects of Twitch and YouTube when you see this video. It very much helps us and is minimal effort to you guys at home. We'll be back next week for the Grand Prix from the Vegas Strip before we have actually, is it next week? Yeah, Vegas next week and then Hungary the week after that. We're into the home stretch now, 4 rounds to go. And championships can be won from next week. So make sure you tune in to see how things play out. Thank you all again for watching. Good night.